Accra, Ghana, July 2nd, 2026.
This is the Accra. Trust me. Hello. 1515.
Presidential staffer at the Jubilee House, Yaa Jantuah, has shifted the blame for the recent flooding in the country to the Ghana Meteorological Agency, GMet. According to her, the agency is responsible for informing Ghanaians about weather conditions, but has failed to perform its duties to expectations. Speaking on a panel discussion on UTV's Adekye Nsroma on July 1st, she stated that the agency needs to hold press conferences and engage the media to caution the public about impending rainfall and its potential impact. She further noted that GMet should liaise with emergency response agencies, such as the Ghana National Fire Service, the Ghana Police Service, the National Disaster Management Organization, and other relevant institutions, so they can adequately prepare and minimize the impact of heavy rains. For me, I blame GMet because it seems they are just in their corner doing their own thing. But you see, GMet is supposed to coordinate with NADMO, the fire service, defense, and everybody. They can even hold a press conference to caution people about the impact of an upcoming rainfall. They can also write a letter to the government to warn them about the impact. And when you do that, you minimize the level of destruction, she said. She added that the agency should not merely announce rainfall and sit aloof, but should engage all stakeholders to ensure adequate preparedness. Heavy rainfall on Monday, June 29th, claimed the lives of at least 13 people and destroyed several properties across Accra. Meanwhile, John Dramani Mahama has announced a 300 million Ghanaian cedi post-flood relief package for victims following an aerial inspection of the affected areas.
Answer what? What did you do again? Look at that thing that's going.
Meanwhile, NADMO says it had earlier been alerted to the likelihood of heavy rains this season and took pre-emptive steps aimed at reducing the impact on lives and property. The director for man-made disasters at NADMO, Maxwell Emmanuel Niber, explained that preparedness measures, including demolition exercises in parts of the national capital, were carried out well ahead of the onset of the rains in June. He noted that many of these interventions focused on clearing structures along waterways to improve drainage flow and reduce flood risks. However, he acknowledged that the exercise was met with public resistance, with some residents describing the actions as inhumane. We had an estimate that there were going to be rains this year, and I think our Director General started some work early this year around Chado, where several structures that were sited in waterways were pulled down, he said. Of course, you know the Ghanaian attitude. They thought our Director General was inhuman with these actions, and of course, if we had gotten the kind of support that we needed from the public, I don't think we would be up to this, but it has been several dredging, he added. Mr. Niber further stated that the intensity of the rainfall exceeded expectations, adding that June recorded rainfall on 22 out of 30 days. He said the severity of the downpours was not fully anticipated, contributing to the scale of flooding experienced in parts of Accra following the recent heavy rains. We just have to understand that the volumes were not what we expected. At 140 milliliters, and that is several years of rain, we have never received such a volume of water. What is making it such a big problem is that in 22 days in June alone, we had constant rainfall, he noted. His remarks come in the wake of Monday's downpour, which caused significant flooding and disruption in several communities across the capital.